What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're continuing our Let's Play of 1000 Lies. Last time we left off, well, we seem to have a bet with Oz, if that's how you pronounce his name. Seriously, I need to figure out how to properly pronounce these names. But it seems to me that in order to get him to get Cher to properly investigate whoever is sending these emails, is Oz to make a bet with him. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? After returning from our break and finishing a class I can't even remember the lesson of, we prepare for our sled deck race. Ziva, the self-proclaimed impartial judge, stands next to me while I tune up my sled deck. I wanted to believe that your sled decks were a little more original than desks being used as sleds. Seriously, it's a freaking race on top of desks. Will Oz and you ever grow up, or what? You don't get it, do you? Sled decks represent the inner flame that burns inside every man, a tool used to awaken our inner beasts. You can't understand it because you lack testosterone. More like patience. So are you guys gonna race in the hallway? It's kind of narrow for that. Besides, do you really think your decks will slide like sleds? Even if you get rid of the rubber on the legs, I don't think they'll... It's obvious that you're new here. You're just lucky to see a live sled deck race today. I don't know why you haven't done this in a year before. You see, the hallway is positioned on a downward angle. Although it can be difficult to notice, when we discovered that, we realized that here's the perfect for racing on top of pretty much anything. We agreed that our desk would be the best option for racing. This is how sled desk races were born, an important milestone for the future generations. I put tacks over the rubber on the legs of my desk so I could slide even farther, too. I gently kicked one of the desks to show that Ziva how far it can go. Thanks to the tack modification, it slides across the floor and reaches the classroom door effortlessly. The winner is the one whose desk goes the farthest distance in only one push. I see. I'm not really convinced though. Those races have to end pretty quickly. Desks don't slide for more than 10 seconds. And that's exactly how long a race should take. It isn't like our bricks are that long either. Then what's the fun part? You still don't get it? You'll see if you watch. The sled decks can awaken a man's inner strength, which can warp even time and space. Pay attention. Whatever. Are you ready to lose? Lose? Is that another word for one of your foreign expressions? I don't know what it means. I fear I'll have to teach you then, compañero. Desks versus desk in a narrow hallway. There's barely enough space for us to stand around. The most important part of each sled deck race is the beginning. The contestant with the best initial push will probably be the winner. There are also other obstacles in the way, making it pretty difficult to overtake your fellow racer once he has passed you. But you never know in a race to the death. There are no set rules, anything goes. The other contestant can try to mess up his opponent at any moment by any means. That's why sled deck races are taken so seriously. You can get pretty hurt, so only the bravest of students can compete. Oz and I are the only ones who participate in this race now, and now that I think about it, I wonder why. As judge, I'll give the starting signal and act as commentator. Not that I think there'll be much to say, I mean, are you guys ready to go? Start whenever. The only thing you need to ready are your lips, mi amor, since I'll take a kiss from you as prize when I win. I'm going to ignore that. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Go. Arrgh. Whoa, what the fuck, I'm not gonna do these battle cries. The race begins with a strong first push from both competitors. Their timing was in sync, both of them clearly taking into account how important the beginning of the race is. It's a perfect start. But what's this? Oz is in the lead. Ha ha ha! How does it feel to be eating my dust back there for once? Impossible! How could you possibly be faster than me? I was sure that... You were sure that I wasn't using tacks, right? What just happened? After every race, I wonder how Sierra was so fast. Defeat after defeat, my desk was always stopped short of while yours always seemed to fly past mine. I studied mechanics and engineering to figure out what could have happened. And then I had an epiphany. You were using tacks to reduce the friction. With a tack covering each leg, your desk was that much faster than mine. When I found out, I decided against telling you that so that next time I'd catch you off guard and I could use it to my advantage. Who's the smart one now? You've done all those races against him without ever knowing that? I noticed as soon as I saw his desk. Why do you think I accepted this bet? I'm not the champion because I'm good, it's because he's stupid. Don't spoil my glorious moment. In any case, it still doesn't make sense. We started at the same time with the same push, so how'd Oz get in the lead? What's going on? When the distance between the two of us widens, I notice a shimmering trail Oz's desk is leaving behind, a trail of some sort of liquid. That's... Oh! Oz's decks are covered in oil! That's why his desk is faster. I wasn't satisfied with just being on even ground. I looked for more methods to improve my speed. And this is the result of my hard work. Maybe Oz isn't as dumb as he seems after all. He also drew some flames on the desk to improve its acceleration. In movies, the flaming car is always the fastest, so it has to be legit. I take it back. While Oz is distracted, I begin my all-out attack. I toss everything out of my pencil case. Pens, pencils, scissors, a pencil sharpener, an eraser that looks like a pig, and even more of those fake chocolate coins so ancient that their currency stopped existing more than a century ago. It flies through the air toward Oz's unsuspecting sled desk. If I'm lucky and something hits it, his desk might slide backwards, awarding me victory. But it's not that simple. No way! Partially cloudy with an 82 chance of relative humidity and low pressure fronts. What? And over a 60% chance of rain during the day, so I brought an umbrella. Oz used an umbrella to defend against its incoming attack. Now Edian has nothing left to throw. Time stands still for me, not because of an incoming premonition of my defeat, or that amazing fact that Oz can memorize daily meteorological data so precisely, but for the pain I feel after losing a friend. He once walked the same path as I, now standing at the crossroads, facing another direction. He's unreachable, and even though I thought he was stupid, he's silently leaving me behind. Probably because he's too good for me. My dearest Pig Eraser. I watch as it bounces off the umbrella, jumps past the hallway into the abyss, forever lost to me. To tell the truth, I had found it on the floor a couple days ago, so I really had probably just stolen it from some unlucky fool. Our time together was so short that I didn't even remember that I had it in my pencil case until now. Still, it was the most powerful and touching relationship I've ever had with an eraser. Farewell, my old friend. Vendetta! Edian's gaining ground. How is this possible? He's using his opponent's oil tread to lose friction and speed up. Between the oil and Oz's umbrella temporarily slowing him down, Edian's able to catch up. If he tackles him, he might... Not so fast. I still have one more trick up my sleeve. Oz took something out from under his umbrella. He has a ruler. It's not just any ruler, it's a meter stick. Where'd he get that from? You know what I'm gonna do now, right? Checkmate, compañero. Shit. Oz flung the meter stick at Edian's path. It's like a landmine. It's impossible for you to avoid it, Edian. At this speed, you can only end in catastrophe. Jump, Edian, save yourself. It isn't worth it. I can't give up now. I promised that I'd never forget. I can't let my pencil sharpener sacrifice be in vain. Why is this going, like, so anime? I know it's anime styled, but come on. No, wait, it was an eraser. Right, an eraser. Not really sure whether it was an eraser or a sharpener, whatever it was I cared about. My desk collides with the ruler. The back legs of my desk fly upwards, flipped by the inertia. An instant later, the front legs follow suit. I'm about to fall. Nevertheless, what the... Oh! It's the sound of an angel. Yes, I can hear it. Angels singing, giving me their blessings. A hallucination or maybe a revelation. Anyway, it's here. I could see heroes of old sled deck races standing next to my eraser, telling me that I shouldn't give up yet. But aren't you the guys that invented it? Oh god, this is just overdramatic as fuck. Thanks everyone, it wasn't necessary. With my newfound divine strength, I managed to flip my desk further to the point that it's now totally upside down. And from here... Go! I hold the desk leg while standing on the underside of the table as if it was a skateboard. I grind my way into the banister and manage to overtake Oz. I jump with a hard flip and make the desk return to its original position, allowing me to successfully continue the race. At least I'm in the lead. How did he do that? Now that Oz's desk is grind against mine, the two rival desks rub together, creating small sparks of fire into the wood paneling. The end of the track is coming up, but Oz and I know there's still something we have to do. You surprised me, compañero. I won't deny it. But it isn't over yet. We're going to settle this with our bare hands. Two men in motion on a battlefield. We both stand on our desks, accompanied by a hellish squeal coming from the friction between them. No words are necessary. Dialogue won't accomplish anything. It's now with our fists, and that one of us will fall and the other will grasp for victory. Why are they having a fist fight? What's happening? This is so weird. Jump, quickly! But Ziva's sudden warning makes me come back to reality. Haven't we been sliding for too long anyways? I mean, it's true that everything seems to slow down when when there's this much tension, but this is a bit too much. When accounting for the oil, it makes sense that we're farther than usual. This isn't good though, because at the end of the hallway there's... The stairs! Oh, someone died. Someone totally died. Oz and I managed to jump off our desk at the last second, saving ourselves from the nasty fall. The stairs don't go down that far, so the desk seemed to be alright. Everything would be perfectly fine, if not for one tiny detail. At the bottom of the stairs, clearly frightened by her near-death experience with flying sled discs, we find the new substitute teacher. Oh no. What do we do now? Sierra? Congratulations, Oz, you're the sled disc champion. I'm retiring from all future competitions, so feel free to forget about my past titles and that I ever existed in the first place. As a new champion, you need to explain what happened to the administration. The fate of the global sled disc leagues rests on your shoulders. Farewell! What are you even talking about? Sierra, compañero, where are you going? Poor Oz. I still need to figure out how to pronounce that name. A-U-S-S-E. Oz? Oz? I don't know. I'm at the nurse's office. Rather than leaving the school through the main entrance, I prefer going out from here instead. It isn't like there's a real nurse here though, so the attendant is actually the groundskeeper. She handles a lot of different tasks, from paperwork to carrying all of the keys. If you persuade her that you're sick enough, you can take a nap here for a while and sneak out after she leaves. Since she handles so many different things, she won't usually notice if you're gone by the time she comes back. In any case, she doesn't trust anyone, so the nurse's office collects dust more than anything. How did I convince her to let me stay? Easy, I told her the truth. My right leg aches badly. I sit on one of the beds and massage my leg from the knee down, hoping it'll lessen the pain. Afterwards, I take out a small bottle of painkillers and stare at it as it sits at the palm of my hand. I decide against opening it and put it back in my pocket. I lay on the bed and close my eyes before taking a deep breath, until I eventually feel myself getting lost deep in thought. The new substitute must be pissed. She may not have seen us do it, but it's just a matter of time until she figures it out. Nobody got hurt, but even I recognize that we went overboard. If yesterday's prank made her angry, I can't imagine how she took this one. I wonder, will they finally punish me this time? After 15 minutes, I feel better. I get up and walk over to the window. The nurse's office is on the first floor, so you can climb down into the back field, making it the perfect place to sneak out from. I haven't made a habit of it, but this won't be the first time I escape out this window when I want to play hooky. Let's see. Although it's a small fall, my legs hurt. Thankfully it's tolerable, but it doesn't change how uncomfortable the feeling is. I'll rest more once I get home. Better get going. There's a fence behind the school that separates it from the park. No one goes back there, and the fence has a locked gate that's easy to pick if you're skilled enough. Once you're in the field, the park is only several steps away. Wow! He knows how to lockpick too, but I'm out of multiple trades. I make way through the park into the pond and begin writing in my notebook. It's not like I have anything better to do, but you'd think by now that I've learned how dangerous it is to walk with my face stuffed in a book. What was that? Is it Crazy Girl again? Something suddenly hits me in the stomach. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt very much. At first, I don't see anything, but when I look down, I find the culprit. It is the Crazy Girl again! Yay! That hurts. She's our age, and I'm gonna give her like a fucking, child voice? No way. At my feet, there's the girl with her hands wrapped around her head. At first, I think it's because she ran into me, but then again, she starts to panic for seemingly another reason. She keeps swatting the air around her and realizes that there's nothing there. She goes pale. My hat! She gets visibly nervous, her eyes darting around the area. At a moment, she settles on looking at my shoes, remember precisely what's behind them. None other than a previously missing hat. I bend over to pick it up, brushing the dirt off as best I can before handing it back to her. This is yours, right? The girl nods in relief as she reaches out her hands to retrieve her possession. At the last second, I raise my arms and pull the hat out of her reach. She seems familiar somehow. Her name is at the tip of my tongue, but nothing comes to mind. I'm positive I met her before. I bring the hat closer to her, watching her face light up with happiness. But still, I can't remember who she is. One more time. I move the hat out of her reach and watch her as she automatically grows anxious. Oh, I could do this all day. Please. Finally, I relent and return her belonging. I know better than to tease little girls. Too much. She gets up and inspects her hat, desperately placing it back upon the top of her head as if her life depends on it. She looks so happy. Some people are so easily satisfied. But I still haven't figured out how I know her. Maybe taking a closer look will help. She responds doubtfully, staring me down as she slowly takes 2 steps toward me. Eventually, we're only inches apart from each other. I still can't remember her, but it's not like I know her, but I can't put a name to the face. Suddenly, she surprises me and breaks the silence with a question. Are you gonna keep staring at me like that, or kiss me already? I suddenly break into the Guinness World Record for backflips, barely managing to stutter anything in response. Kiss you? I wasn't going to. Oh, so it's a staring contest. I won, right? What's my reward? Once she shows me her radiant smile, I remember who she is, that nutcase from yesterday. I think part of me tried to block out that event from my memory, understandably so. However, I have to admit that I'm pretty curious to know what her ideal is. Our encounter yesterday was so random and weird that I can't help but feel curious. There's no reward, it was a contest in the first place, I just couldn't remember. Were you a mystery girl Y? Mystery girl Y? X is already taken. It's a long story. Look, it doesn't matter. It was just a misunderstanding. Let's start over from the beginning. Who are you? What's your name? My name's Claire R. What the hell is with all these foreign names? Oh god. I'm so confused. I dropped Staples. My name is Claire Argyris? I'm 18 years old, my blood type is B, I'm 4'9", Jesus! No wonder she's tiny. How tall is Kimmy again?
5.
3 inches. 3 inches shorter than Kimmy. So that's what? Addie?
Yep.
I'm 4'9" tall, and I weigh 97 pounds! Jesus! Eat something! I could pick you up with one hand. I'm not gonna ask how much Kimmy weighs. My measurements are 25, 20, 27. I'm so confused. My favorite color is silver, like your hair. And my favorite periodic element, table element is... Huh. That's weird, I have one too. It's element 66. Don't look what element 66 is. There's a reason for that, but still. Tungsten! Oh, good choice. Tungsten is my favorite metal. No, wait a second. Don't mess with me. What kind of introduction was that? You said you're 18 years old? Are we in the same grade? I thought you were a kid. How would you know? How would I know? You haven't introduced yourself yet. What kind of gentleman refuses to introduce himself to a lady before conversing with her? I don't understand that you're nervous after failing to kiss me, but you have to get over it. Believe in yourself. Second time's a charm. I wonder if she's doing that on purpose or if she's really insane. In the end, I decided to introduce myself, pushing aside her weird attempts at cheering me up. Without getting into too much detail, I explained what I'm doing here so I can resolve this misunderstanding, if there ever was a misunderstanding in the first place. I know I shouldn't just go with the flow, but I think that it's probably harmless to observe this odd specimen. After I introduce myself, I try to learn more about her. She responds quickly and clearly when I ask about her studies. She tells me that she's currently studying at the other side, and Enate Institute, and that explains how I didn't know her when we were in the same grade and that there are only 2 schools in the area. When I ask her what she's doing at the park, however, her attitude changes dramatically. I wanted to skip school, so that's what I did. Nothing else to it. So you're a troublemaker, I see. It suits you. You already have issues for it. Maybe, but I have my own reasons for it too. The tenderness in her words, even after I mocked her, surprises me. Is this really the same girl from a minute ago? What reasons are those? I already told you the truth, because I wanted to. But you won't believe me, right? The most logical reason would be that I felt too stressed out, controlled, and pressured, and that's why I ran away. Those type of things could easily lead me to this. Would that answer satisfy you? That isn't why I came here, but it's the conclusion you're going to arrive in anyways. I don't need to give you any more details. Hold on. If you don't want to answer, then you don't have to. No need to take it so seriously. Everyone has the right to keep their secrets. Is that so? It's obvious that Claire doesn't believe me. What's wrong with her? I don't understand. It's a lot easier when you have a convenient excuse. For example, when someone invites you out but you don't want to go, you tell them you have work, take a test, go on a date with your sweetheart, then you can get rid of the issue in the blink of an eye. Speak of the devil. Tell me, Ciaran. Ciaran takes a deep breath and closes her eyes. Wait, Claire takes a deep breath and closes her eyes for a second before casually asking me an unexpected question. Do you want to go out with me? What? Be my boyfriend, my partner, my better half. It wasn't a difficult question. This is the second time she's thrown me for an inconceivable question at me. What kind of joke is this? We haven't known each other for 5 minutes before she confesses to me. She seems completely serious right now. Her face says that she's not messing around. She sincerely confessed to me. I believe her so much that it's scaring me. I hesitate, stuttering while trying to answer. I have a difficult time looking at her in the eye. I'm too nervous and frightened. Claire then placed her index finger against my lips, telling me to stop. You took too long to answer, and that's no good. A half-baked answer won't do it for me. After all, to me, the most important thing is that you're truthful. I swallow deeply while lost in thought, questioning how difficult it is to decipher her words, or rather, her. Claire seems to notice my uncertainty, or maybe it's my curiosity. She turns around and begins pacing with her hands behind her back. It looks like she's looking for or thinking about something. With a smile on her face, she finally announces her thoughts. I know, let's play a game, as an example. It's pretty simple, so you'll be able to understand what I was trying to say. Claire's in high spirits, more like she wants shit at the beginning of our conversation. I shrug. It isn't like I have anything to say about it anyways. Imagine on the top of that tree over there that there's this nest of baby birds, and waiting on top of the rock next to it is a hungry cat. Let's call him... What is with all these foreign names? I can't pronounce all of them! Seniza? Seniza? Why Seniza? I don't know, it's cute. Don't you like it? Why aren't you naming the birds, too? Giving names to imaginary birds, are you totally insane? I forgot who I was talking to for a second. Please just get on with it before I decide to drown someone in the pond. There isn't much else to say. The question is simple. What do you do? That's a pretty unimaginative question, eh? It's pretty typical. You know, if you scare the cat away and save the chicks, then the cat will die of hunger. If you help the cat, then the birds will die. In the end, you have to choose who dies and who lives. Most people will just let nature take its course since you can't have everything work out perfectly all the time. It's a circle of life, Simba and stuff. That's the problem, though. Aren't you part of nature too? It's easy to forget that when it's convenient for you. If I choose to take the cat with me, then I have to do it for everyone, so it's not that viable. I can't involve myself anyways, because maybe that cat prefers to live that way. There are excuses we make that we can benefit the most in the end. We make our life easier. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're only human. There are times that when even our selfish decision is the best one too. But can you accept what comes afterwards? What comes afterwards? That's why I don't plan on explaining myself to you any further, and why I won't accept any half-baked love confessions from everyone. Get it? Next time, try to do a better job, alright? Oh my god, it's Megan! Do better at life. That's what she's basically saying. What the hell's with this chick? I don't know, it's weird. But if I ever met a girl like this, I don't think I have, it would just be really, really weird. She's just super eccentric. For some reason, it all seems to make sense to Claire, but I'm not as convinced. I don't know what the hell she just tried to explain to me at all. Sometimes I say it's impossible to understand women. The lady wins first place, hands down, as the most complicated. Oh, I gotta go. I forgot my bag in the classroom, and if I don't go back before the next class starts, I might lose it. Why didn't you bring it with you? That's what I did. I also switched desks with another guy so it wouldn't look like I'd left. He isn't guilty of anything, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Isn't that what you tried to tell me? What are you even talking about? My criminal record. Nothing you should pay attention to. To be completely honest with you, I just wanted to get the last word in after your weird tirade. Don't worry about it, Sierran. Not everything in this world makes sense. We're already ninja accomplices. Our bond is thicker than blood. You don't have to hide anything from me, comrade. I don't think anybody else has ever gone to jail for skipping class, but if they do go after us, I plan on blaming it all on you, comrade. Boo, you were so nice the other day, and they're acting like this. What a letdown. Sierran, minus 50 affection. Don't give up, though. I know you're better than that. Believe in yourself for me? Alright. Until next time. Ending our conversation with words of encouragement, Claire starts to walk away. She turns around and enthusiastically waves to me after a couple of steps. So enthusiastic for a goodbye. And I just lost 50 affection! Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end this part here. I'm gonna grab dinner with my roommate because we are hungry sons of bitches. Correct? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That girl is certainly interesting, but I do want to learn about the artist girl more, so I'll have to catch you guys in the next one. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, hit that subscribe button. And you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys later. Take us out, American National Anthem.